Have any of you heard of the wonderful store called Hastings? I know it's a chain store, but most cities don't have Hastings. And sadly, my town will become one as well. A little over a month ago, it was announced that Hastings was closing its doors in a couple of cities. Mine was part of the unlucky few. At first, I didn't believe it. I thought, there's no way they would get rid of Hastings here. It's one of the best stores we have in this small backwoods town. But alas, the rumors proved to be true as the announcement was made in store. I remember Hastings for as long as I can remember. Back when I was in high school, I would go to Hastings to browse, shop, or read any of the comics and mangas that were available at the time. Now, I grew up in Texas, particularly East Texas, where not much Japanese culture was to be found. Maybe here and there, but overall, not much. I would visit Hastings any chance I could get to see if I could find a cool trinket or electronic device like a Bluetooth earpiece or rare card set. At the time, I didn't have much money, but it was worth spending what little I had for a valuable item. I remember the first time I visited Hastings. It was a cold winter's night. The fog rolled in. There was a faint flicker of light to be seen in the distance, and as I stepped forward, out emerged the magnificent building known as Hastings. I'm just kidding. My family and I frequently rented movies from Hastings back when VHSs were a thing. You remember VHSs, right? You know, the black or blue big cartridges that would pop right into the box players connected to your TVs known as VHS players? Speaking of which, who still rents anything? And do any of you still have a VHS? Anyways, I remember a particular day when I was younger. My family had just purchased a DVD player. Now, I know you guys know what that is, right? I'm just kidding again. At the time, they were revolutionary. No longer would we have to lug around these cartridges of VHSs to a friend's house to watch a scary movie or anything else on sleepover nights. No longer would we have to sit there and rewind the whole damn thing just to watch it from the beginning. No longer would we have to wait and watch the screen turn static if we ever wanted to record something. Like, why can't we just watch the show as it's recording? Do we really have to sit through the static for like 30 minutes and guess when the show was over? Ugh. Anyways, DVDs were definitely the future when it came to renting good quality shows or movies. And the best part? Not only were they better quality, but they were so easy to bring them around. You could bring like 10 of them and they would take up the same amount of space as one VHS would. That's convenience, my friends. As we purchased this high quality tech, our father allowed us to choose one DVD that we wanted to rent. From a father who always picked out our movies since like the VHS era, this was our moment. It was like receiving the all's clear in a bank heist, or when you were chosen to decide what to pick for the pizza toppings. Never had we had this responsibility to choose a movie of our own. As a kid, we didn't have much choices, but this was our opportunity, so we had to make it count. Do any of you remember the show Metabots? You know, the show about robots being enslaved by the Japanese leaders, and countless of robots were tragically scrapped and used in battles to the death? Like some sort of illegal cockfight? I'm just kidding. Could you imagine a young, innocent-minded child watching something like that? Anyways, I won't go very much into detail, but Metabots was this awesome show about robots and battles and transformations and believing in yourself. Cool show, bro. Well, my twin brother and I came upon a DVD copy of this amazing anime that we had only ever watched on Saturday morning TV. And as soon as we saw it, we knew. We had just chosen our first DVD. And oh, did it feel great to set up the magical box and slide in our first DVD ever. We watched that DVD like there was no tomorrow. We were even more fascinated with the actual DVD itself. It was something that we definitely were not used to having around. But when the time came to return the DVD, we were speechless. It was like a part of our family was being sent away to a distribution agency where they would let other families grab it as well. further crippling the mind of this DVD, and we never saw it again. But all's well that ends well. Although we never rented it, we did find many more DVDs that only piqued our interest ever so much. Those became very fond memories that I still remember to this day, along with many more. And now that Hastings is closing its doors for good, only the memories of that amazing store will forever remain in our hearts. One could only imagine what will take its place. I hope it will be a new store in which to build new memories and experiences. I guess time will tell. Any of you guys have any memories or experiences with a favorite store? Let me know. I'll be more than happy to listen to what you guys have been through. See you later in my next video.